Hey guys, I had a list of things I wanted to cover before the season begins. Some of it for the new folks, but some of it is for the returning managers as well. I began typing all this stuff in an email, but it was getting like very long, so I figured I'd put together a quick video instead covering all these topics. I thought having the visuals to look at while I go over these things could be more beneficial to you guys anyway. Number one, make sure you have a certain setting turned on in your Fantrax profile. So if you go into your actual profile and it brings up this screen, um, it's if you go down to email options, make sure receive league emails is set to on. If you're receiving the emails that I've been sending out already in the off season, you're good to go. But if you've seen me post that an email was sent out and you aren't actually seeing it, you can go here, make sure this is turned on, and you should start seeing them if they're not in your spam folder. Number two, selecting your keepers. For those who haven't been in to do that yet, I just want to show you quick how to get there. If you go to the team section and then go down to keeper admin, it should bring up a screen that looks like this. Um, this is on desktop, but the navigation to here on mobile should be similar. Anyways, it'll bring you to this screen and you can just check the boxes on who you want to hang on to. This, of course, doesn't show the round that each one would have to get taken in, but those, I did take some screenshots of last year's draft results, and you can find those in the Discord. So you can just go to these and find out where everybody may have been drafted last year and work off of that. So you just select the boxes, hit save changes, and you're done. Number three, this is for the new managers. Where to communicate your locks each week. You'll see this chat area here with these channels. There's a general chat where all 40 of us are in. That is not where to lock them in. As you can see, there's four more here appearing under general, one for each conference. I have access to all four of them, of course. You should only be seeing the one for your specific conference. So if you just go into it, um, and sort of this gives you an idea of what to do. It's just very simple. Lock Cade or lock Brunson. That's all it takes. So you just do it in that chat. I will be going in there and seeing it on a daily basis and taking care of it from there. Right along with that, just keep in mind too for the new folks on after Sunday's games, you don't have to worry about going in and messaging me as far as who to lock in for your remaining spots. I already know you're just going to be selecting the highest scoring guys on Sunday, so I'll just do that for you. If you want to communicate it to me, you can, but you don't have to. I can figure it out. Number four, just roster management. Real quick, as everybody should know by now, you aren't going to be required to set starting lineups each day. All 14 of your active players can be considered starters every day, but you still have IR spots to use for injured players, which is anybody with these little red flags. You can throw down here in an IR slot and go ahead and add players off of the waiver wire or free agent pool to just sort of maximize your potential for getting some scores in. You still have four player ads each week that you can utilize and four IR spots to work with. One thing to note there, if a player in your IR spot ends up playing and has a big game, if you didn't move him out of IR before that game started, you cannot lock him in. Number five, just showing you some of the Google Sheet. This is a scoreboard tab that I will be adding for each week of the season, labeled week 1, week 2, week 3, and it'll look like this, and I will be updating these on a daily basis as well. I find it easier to track and just look at as far as how I'm doing against my opponent as opposed to the scoring page on Fantrax, which you can still use and it is accurate. It's a little bit tougher to look at in my opinion. So you can go ahead and use this, or you can follow along in here like I do, it's totally up to you. The other tabs I want to just point out, which are new to us this season, are all the cup games. We got the Kings Cup, the City Cup, and the FBA Cup, and I have a tab for each one. All of the matchups for the group stage are already determined and they are plugged in. I've mentioned this before, but all the cup games have to be just housed in the Google Sheet. They cannot be put into the Fantrax page because we don't want the results of these games affecting our regular season standings. So if you want to track how you're doing in a cup match, you'll have to do it right here in the Google Sheet. Last thing, and this doesn't apply to most of you, but updating your team name. Some of you are still using the default team name that I gave you when you joined the league, and that's fine. But if you do want to update it before I lock it in for the season, I just want to show you where to do that. And if you go to the roster page, your team roster, and then go to the My Team settings, and then just it's right here. Just click the pencil and you can change your team name and hit save and you're done. That's it. That's everything for now. If you have any questions on any of this stuff that I just covered, or if there's something I didn't cover that you are still unsure about, just reach out to me at any time on Discord, email. Thanks, guys. Good luck this season.